What does essential mean to you? Hi, I'm Bernice Hunt, and I am a brain health specialist. I work with women just like you who are starting to notice a few memory challenges, and I help you to stay sharp so that as you age, you can still travel, have fun with your grandkids, and experience new adventures without missing a beat. As a wellness coach for over 12 years, I've talked a lot about the 6 basic essential nutrients. So we're talking about the 3 macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, fats, 2 micronutrients. We're talking about vitamins, minerals, and of course water. Those are the 6 essential nutrients that you need to be healthy. And why do they call them essential? Because you gotta have them. If you do without them, you will not be functioning well for very long. Now, did you catch my last video? I had a video a few days ago about your fat brain. It was talking about essential fatty acids that your brain needs. You can still see it on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel, Keep Your Brain Sharp, and check it out there. But tonight I wanted to talk about what makes these fats essential for your brain and also where you're going to find them. So when scientists look at your brain, they see neurons, which are your nerve cells, water, and fat. Now, the fat that's there is in the membranes and the insulating pads of your nerve cells. And that fat is mostly DHA, which is one of the omega-3s. Our body now can make a little bit of the DHA by taking foods that have EPA in them and converting that to DHA, or by taking plants that have ALA in it and converting that to DHA, but we don't do a really good job at it. And so we're not going to get enough DHA by just eating EPA and the ALA foods. So your best bet is to eat DHA foods, foods that have the omega-3 that's the DHA, so that you make sure you get that to your brain. So what kind of foods are we talking about? We're talking about your fatty fish, seaweed. Yeah, and there's some organ meats like liver. There's fortified foods, like you have your cereals that can be fortified with DHA, dairies that can be fortified with it. Also, eggs. They're giving out omega-3 egg, the flaxseed, which has the ALA, and so the hens will convert some of that to DHA, and then it'll be in your egg, okay? So those are some ways that you can get some DHA. And of course, you can take supplements, especially if you're vegan or if you're allergic to fish, you're having a problem with that. You can take supplements that are from algae oil or from the fish oil, okay? So those are some things that you can do to get that DHA in it, because you really do need that. We begin needing that DHA fat, that a DHA omega-3 from conception. I didn't say from birth. You start needing it from conception, from when you were conceived, when your fetal brain begins to develop. It needs those fatty acids in there. That means it's going to get it from the mother, and the mother's going to have that DHA in her all the way during her pregnancy and all through her breastfeeding months as well, so that she can keep supplying her baby with the omega-3 DHA that it needs. But it's not just at that time that you need it. Our brain keeps on maturing. They say all the way into the age of 25. And that frontal cortex up there, which has your decision making, your reasoning skills up there, it's the last one to get fully developed, and it's mostly full of DHA. And so we continually need that to be supplied to our brain all the way until we die. Our whole life, we need to be resupplied with that. And as I say, we only can make a little bit of it from eating certain foods, nowhere near enough. And so you're going to have to find a way to get that DHA omega-3 to your brain. Here's the problem. We have this kind of diet, a lot of us. Not all of us have this kind of diet that's called the SAD diet, the standard American diet, and it is full of things that our brain really does not need. So instead of giving your brain all that sugar and all that high fructose corn syrup and those toasted pastries and chips and crackers and cookies and processed, battered, fried, fast foods and all of that cheesy processed cheese stuff and all those junk food that your brain really can't use, you need to switch to giving our brain things that will help it instead of hurt it. And omega-3s is definitely one of those things. Okay, now, in our ancestors' days, we used to have a 1-to-1 ratio or balance with our omega-6s and our omega-3s. Those days for most of us are gone. And now instead of having a 1-to-1, balance of them, a lot of people have a 17-to-1 or worse of omega-6s to omega-3s. And that's why we really have to focus. We don't have to focus on omega-6. We're going to get that, trust me. But we do have to focus on our omega-3s. And it's very, very important because the consequences of not ingesting that is dementia, cognitive dysfunction, depression, ADHD. There's all kinds of disorders that are going to crop up there because you're not feeding the brain the fat that it needs. And according to research, your brain's need for that DHA is indisputable. They don't have any doubt about the fact that you need the omega-3, especially the DHA, okay? From, like I said, conception all the way until you die. DHA comes in omega-3s, so like I said, you should be eating that to get that to your brain. And the foods that are rich in the DHA need to be consumed and used. Now, if you can't take that, of course, you're going to be taking or you should think about taking a fish oil supplement or an algae oil supplement. All right. I need to let you know, though, taking any kind of supplement, when you decide on taking any kind of supplement, best practice is for you to check with your doctor because there are some medications, though, especially if you're on medication, there are also medications that negatively interact with that. So make sure that it's okay for you to take any type of supplement, including the omega-3s. But if you're good to go, you're good to go. And you should really think about incorporating that into your diet for your brain's sake. And here's good news I need to tell you. I am having my Better Brain Party next week on the Zoom, and it's free. And I will be focusing on omega-3s. So if you haven't registered to come to my free Zoom, go to my website, keepyourbrainsharp.com, or I think I also left the link here for you that will take you straight to the events calendar, and you can go see exactly when that is and if that time fits your schedule, because your brain's destiny is in your hands.